Hi, my name is David West. I'm a filmmaker from Southern Oregon, and I've wanted to make movies for as long as I can remember. 7 years ago, I started chasing my filmmaking dreams in earnest when I made my first short film, One Man's Terrorist. I had no idea what I was doing, but people actually really liked it. Over the next few years, my skills increased, my team expanded, and my films grew more and more ambitious. In 2017, I pulled off my greatest no-budget filmmaking feat to date when I released The Pilgrim's Progress, a musical that I directed, shot, and edited for my church on a budget of just $2,500. Yeah, I never thought my first feature film would be a family-friendly musical either. And now, I'm proud and excited to invite you along on the quest to make my next feature film, a genre-bending neo-noir thriller called In the Shadow of the Valley. The film follows Mark Everest, an energetic young pastor straight out of seminary who takes on the unenviable task of rebuilding a disgraced rural church 20 years after the previous pastor was implicated in the disappearance of a teenage girl and the murder of a social worker. At first, things go great for Mark, but when a string of bizarre deaths rock the tiny Oregon mountain community once more, Mark finds himself forced to play detective in order to protect his family and unravel the dark and horrifying mystery hiding in the shadow of the valley. There is a huge built-in audience for films the Christian worldview. I mean, I can't even overstate how big it actually is. Unfortunately, a lot of so-called Christian films exploit this by slapping a ham-fisted message onto some cynical cash grab devoid of both style and substance, because they know there's an audience out there that wants to support Christian films that is going to show up. But it doesn't have to be this way. Christians have been creating incredible art for thousands of years. Why should movies be any different? My goal is to create a genuinely exciting genre film that is atmospheric and intense and just pulpy enough to stay fun, even in the face of unrelenting darkness. A film that starts out as one thing, and through plot twists and genre shifts, ends up something completely different by the end, and yet that still presents the gospel in ways that are as clear as they are unexpected.
David and I have been working towards this moment for years. Now, this is a very ambitious movie, so we are currently working on putting together a six-figure budget to make it all happen. We already got a great team coming together, and with industry veterans like Gary Kaut and Mike Irwin on board to produce the film, we're confident we're going to get the budget we need. But we do have some initial financial hurdles to clear, and that's why we're turning to you guys.
Between finalizing and polishing up my script, putting together the legal framework for the film, beginning the extensive firearms and physical training that our leads need to undergo, and much more, we're going to need to raise at least $15,000.
Not only will this money help us get our film off the ground, but if we reach our campaign goal and garner at least 1,000 followers, we'll be in the runnings to receive an additional $50,000 and have our film executive produced by the Duplass brothers.
Winning the support of the Duplass brothers would be a huge boon to our film. So if you like the sound of In the Shadow of the Valley, we would love to have your support. Even if you can't donate, you can help us out a ton just by following our campaign here on Seed and Spark and sharing it with everybody that you know.
We're going to be running a few online contests over the next several weeks where you can win some really cool prizes just for following and sharing our film. And we're even planning a couple of real-world events for those of you in the Southern Oregon area. So please be sure to follow our campaign and our social media accounts.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. We couldn't do what we do without friends and fans like you. With your support, In the Shadow of the Valley won't just be a great movie, it'll be a game changer.
Learn more, contribute, and help us raise $15,000 and get 1,000 followers at intheshadowofthevalley.com.